Monday night, what's up, guys? A few gaps on the wall there. Tons and tons of stuff boxed up today. A lot of stuff shipped. A lot of stuff waiting on the bags, the free bags. Those are all getting batched up. And they will all start making those tomorrow, I think. Woodman, what's up, man? I see that you got notification. That's the new shirt right there. It is online now. I am not sure what this is called. What is this called? SOE Patriot Gun Tee. SOE Patriot Gun Tee. Prepared Patriarch, what's up? Yorger, what's up? Jason, what's going on? Krangasso, what's going on? Great Wolf, what's up? Guzman, how are you? Drive Strength, what's up? Landon Wold, Kim Short, DJ Guzman, what's up? Garth Waite, Second Militia, Iridium Group, what's up, buddy? Tiger Paw, just opened my Tropic boot bag. Think I know why. It's like multicam and Woodland had a baby. Yeah. Are we back online? I saw it blink. I'm not sure what's up with that. James Ellis, what's up? Feth, what's up? Smart Ad, what's going on? Man, I don't know where those rigs went. I built a couple of those today. These are not them. I built these this weekend. Ellis, all is really well, actually. 5x5, 5x5. What's up? Finally got a notification. Lots Project. What's up, man? How are you? How are you? How's the unicyclist? We saw a unicycle last Thursday. I said, should we buy that? She goes, you can have her teach you to ride it. I said, I'd rather her just ride it around. I'll buy them. She can ride them. Man down. Someone on, I don't know, one of the social medias was like, I don't like those cross straps. It takes 5 minutes to put them on. And I wanted to be like, you carry a gun. You might want to reconsider that. She's doing great. You love it. Right on. Tyler, what's up, man? Medi, what's going on? RCL. When are we launching the covert rigs? I don't know. Went to Best Buy. Looked like they had not received stock for months. Dude, that's how it is every time I go in there. Every time I go in there, it feels like that. I don't know how Best Buy is still in business. Pure Evil Bandit, what's up, Brian Fraser? Where can I find more info on Evan Dixon has available? If you know about Evan Dixon, then you are in videos, and Evan Dixon comments on all of them. I would start by clicking his name. Because I don't remember the name of his company. It's not a hard name to remember either, but every time somebody asks me, it's not in my fucking head, and I don't know why. Radio Made Easy, I think. I think it's Radio Made Easy. Best Buy in my town closed before 8 on Saturday. Yeah, you know shit is going bad when you go during normal operating business hours and businesses are closed. And it's not just there. It's happened many times. We roll up and like we even check the app, right? We'll put it in fucking Google, put it on their Facebook page, whatever, and you go there during their operating hours and those motherfuckers are closed. Free shirt mesh pocket from the question comment video. Right on, Tyler, right on. Is this elastic? Yes, it is all elastic, and what you need to take from that is it will wear out. It is not going to have a typical warranty. Putting sharp things in and out using metal mags, eventually it's going to fray, it's going to cut that stuff. Eventually it's going to permanently stretch. With that said, I mean, Cody was saying today he's got a 12 gauge rig that he's had shells in, I think he said 6 years, keeps it in the trunk of the truck, trunk of his car or whatever, and pulled shells out today, and he said it'll still hold 20 gauge shells, and he's got 12 gauges in there. Radio made easy. He will be at the self-reliance. He certainly will. Leave it in the hot truck for a day. Well, that's what we're saying. You can totally leave it in a hot truck, no problem. But eventually, it is rubber, right? It's all single layer, like this is raw webbing we just seared. It is to get it as flat as possible. We could run 1 inch hardware and run 1 inch straps. When you go to 1.5 inch straps, they are much more comfortable. So we've just added loops so that you can use repair hardware, put whatever you want, or you can use split rings like these key rings, and then you can just, it's super flat. It can't get any flatter than what it is. We're going to utilize this space here. I think we're going to put some loops just so you can put bungees right there, put tourniquets or whatever you want there. I didn't even know G-Code had a chest rig. Is this the final product? It's not. The final product is probably the one before this. I bowed out all of these. Pistol mag pouches. And what we found is single stack pistol mags are a little loose in there. Like a Glock 42, I think that's a single stack. Little loose. So we're going to make them not nearly as bowed out, and we're not going to have them drop down as much. This will just be flat like I had it in the second, third iteration, because it will swallow your shit there. Now, I mean, you can thumb it up and be able to use it for longer stuff, but trying to get it with that mag on the face, you would want more purchase with it. 4 mags. We'll probably put a tab of some sort here, should you want to get in and out of here, right? That's really not how you're going to take this thing on and off. If I was planning to do that, I would take probably 1.5 inch hook Velcro, put down the middle here, as in to kill the center, so you're operating with just 1 inch on each side there. But as it sits, you can strip all this off, put a placard on here, and then use the attachments for the placard. Iridium, yeah, we'll send you one out, man. Did you get those two? Did you get those two Super Maga kit bags? And because I mean these will hold all your Baofeng is the smallest radio, but they'll hold like VX6Rs. They'll hold Vertex radios, whatever you have, right? They'll fit in there. Can it sit higher? Yeah, it can sit higher. Absolutely, it can sit higher. Let's see how much higher with these straps it will go. These rigs are going to sell out super quick, honestly. Yeah, they will. I don't think we're going to take orders from them. I think we're just going to build them in small batches, put them out. So my belly button's here, right? That's up a few more inches. I can't get this down because of where we're at here. But I mean, we could make these straps whatever length. Wonder how deep a 20 round mag with plates will sit. It'd probably swallow it. But you could put something in the bottom to bump it up. I mean, We've done that for years and years. John Lynn, what's up? Favorite metric system user, how you doing? What's up, man? Good to see you today, Jason. These rigs are going to sell out. Really cool concept. Can it be higher? Velcro adjustment on the bottom of the mags would be nice. Mark, you totally can do that when you build yours. This rig is to be completely flat. If we put Velcro adjustment, it just adds bulk. You're turning it into something that it's not. I don't need to put Velcro on here because you can simply put something in there to bump them up. Something that would probably be of use also. You want to bring them up, put something through this channel right here. We used to put, we used to call them blood stoppers, right? It came in the first aid kit, and it was just a small bandage in a green rubberized kind of plastic. And we would put those in the bottom of 3 M16s, triple M16 mags, to bump up M4 mags. Our Rallyman, even pre-Rallyman, was our patrol mag pouch. And it would swallow M14 mags, G3, foul mags, so you needed to bump them up. So we would always put one of those bandages in the bottom so that you had a bandage in each pocket. You had 4 bandages, plus it raised those up so that the normal lids would function. I bet you could wedge a small Kydex holster for a Glock in one of those pockets. You might be able to. You might be able to. I think the S-Tac Kiwis are cool for a lot of applications, and you might be able to rig those in here in some manner. Again, we would have to sew Velcro. So you're going from a $200 rig to a $300 rig, and you're going to price out of the market. You're going to remove 75% of your market. Our rig already will cost twice what anything similar on the market will be. Those dudes that are sewing things similar to this, they're not fucking making any money. It's a one man in his garage building that shit, and he is not a businessman. He has his product so low because he doesn't believe in his product. For me to stop my sewing line from sewing something highly profitable, this also has to be at the same level of profitability. So we're going from a $200 rig when we start putting Velcro and adjustable straps and pull tabs in case you want bungee. That's not what this is. This is a covert, flat as it can be, under your windbreaker. You need other shit, put your other shit on, and you can use this as wings to add to that other shit. When you put more mags here, you're probably not running mags here, right? You're probably going to put medical pull-out trays here. You're probably going to put a radio. You're going to put some other shit there typically. Living the dream. What up, John Lynn? Raining it rained today. So we went and got sheep. What do you think about T-Rex's gear? Never seen it. Those dudes, I want to say those dudes are like 30 minutes from here. Jaeger said the same thing. He's like, I've never fucking met that kid. He said, they're inter-trainers. And I'm like, I like that. I've never heard that. He's like, they're not real trainers. They're fucking a marketing genius. Kid came out and did a bunch of video game shit, and he speaks to that market. And the other, fucking video game gun kids have watched this kid come up. I know some people that filmed for him, and they sped his shit up. I think there's a lot of that. You hear bing, 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 bing. When you're standing there, you don't hear that. That's put in post. They're not always striking those targets and the speed. That kid's really fast, but he's not a trainer. He's a inter-trainer, right? Entertainment. That's how James described him. He also James said, kid's a fucking genius. I probably only carry rifle mags on radio, no pistol mags. I keep 2 extra mags in the pocket. Yeah, the intention is not pistol mags, but I figured if you can put other stuff in them, it could be pistol mags. My thought was multi-tools, lockpick set, other shit. T-Rex, 45 minutes away in Loboville, right on. I thought he was like around Dixon. I always had Dixon in my head. Centerville. Now, what do I think of his gear? I've never seen it, man. A lot of people, if you go read the comments from over the weekend, a lot of people were saying that their shit's coming apart. You have dudes who have never sewn anything, who bought some sewing machines and hired some people to sew that. The problem with that is most shops running sewers The sower will never build what you want. If you can't do it yourself and show them, and you don't know how to put it together, it might come out looking the same. I don't know. I haven't. More importantly, what do you think of T-Rex's gear? I've never had any in here. And then the other 3 companies making low-profile rigs, I had never heard of them until this weekend when dudes showed up and started talking shit on my post. Botkin looks like a joke. Entertain. I don't know who Botkin is. I don't know who that is. Krisky, what's up? Pierre, what's going on, man? We need an SOE Hawaiian shirt. Pure Evil Bandit. I build this stuff. I don't know a fucking thing about building clothing. I don't have a clue about clothing. Monica Parks, what's up? Guys, there's 77 of you on here, and the thumbs up are only 55. Back out and do the free thing, you cheap motherfuckers. Hit the fucking thumbs up button, because I promise you, of those 56, half of those dudes are not here 16 minutes into this video. You want to know why your friends start businesses and their businesses fail? Because you motherfuckers won't even do the free shit. Lucas Botkin is T-Rex. Gotcha. I don't have anything against the kid, none whatsoever. I believe that they bought some shit from us. I believe they didn't like the way we do business. And I don't think that they like that we tell people to fuck off when they complain. I think that a lot of the video when he started making gear, talking about how they were doing things and how they were not going to do them like other companies, I think my company is the one they were talking about. If I could thumbs up twice, got your holiday promo right on. Is there a slot in the front for papers? No. Mark, this is probably not the rig for you, man. There's not a slot. There is Velcro. You know where your slot for papers is? It's right here. You want a rig, you're trying to turn this into an LBV, or you're trying to turn it into a lot of other things. We do a split front chest rig. You can already buy it. Those have slots for papers. Can you ship to Iran? Yeah, we can ship anywhere that you can receive U.S. mail service. We can ship there. Chuck Peoples takes one second. My first rig seems okay, but I think they're outsourced the manufacturing. Botkins is his. Gotcha. Dude, if it works for you, the reality is, man, no matter what gear you buy, whether it's mine or any of the other companies, right? The reality is 99% of the people worried about that shit holding together, they are never going to perform to the level of the gear to get the gear to fail. It's never going to happen. Blackhawk, honor is a way of life, right? Blackhawk made fucking horrible gear. Like, you could go into their booth at a gun show or blade show or, SHOT Show, a Soldier of Fortune show, and you could literally see that their shit was single stitch, and you could rip the pouches off the panel on a lot of their subloads and stuff, right? So, honor's a way of life. Lifetime warranty. We'll replace it if it fails, right? How did they stay in business? Because people, T&K Hunting, what's up, guys? If you guys ask me for some reason all the time for a binocular harness, if you want some fucking badass American made in the United States by fucking US citizens, right? If you want some gear like that, T&K, is it K&T or T&K? It's Tyler Kath. It's T&K, right? Check him out. He's got a fucking really cool binocular rig. I got some friends that go over to Africa and hunt, and I sent them to him. People ask me, so I always send them to him. I'm not building, but Tyler actually asked us in the beginning, hey, can you sew these for me? And I'm like, dude, I can't even sew my own shit. So, honor's a way of life, right? Blackhawk. They hired a dude named Jim Bonus. Jim Bonus came from Coca-Cola marketing. That's why Surefire, Otis Cleaning Kits, Blackhawk, a bunch of those companies, all their ad campaigns all looked the same because it was the same dude. It was Jim Bonus that did all that shit. They catch through all the flash and Made in America, honors a way of life. Mike Knoll had no fucking honor. No honor whatsoever. Mike Knoll came up to my employees at fucking Soldier of Fortune and SHOT Show and was like, what's it like working for no money when you want a real job? And he would actively go around and talk shit. That dude had no honor. He didn't start Blackhawk. 3 other team guys started Blackhawk, and while they were on deployment, he went and fucking licensed it and incorporated it or whatever. He also got $4 million when he sold it to ATK. They also bought Eagle. They stayed in business because their market are wannabes. Their market, you know, cops use it and fucking first responders use it. Shit. They are not using it to the ability that it's going to fall apart. GB, you'll like what that dude's doing, man. And he's doing it here. Like it's not some pieces here and they relabel it. How many companies building nylon gear can you fucking pop onto a live feed and they actually are showing you sewing machines? How come all these dudes talking about made in America manufacturing, right? How come you don't see a single fucking dude that runs one of those companies with a sewing machine? Because they don't know how to sew. How come you don't see U.S. manufacturing? That's something to be proud of. When I walk through, I'm getting fucking chills right now. When I walk through this fucking floor right here, and these sewing machines are fucking running by fucking U.S. citizens, right? How come all those other companies, you can name whatever fucking gear company you like, right? Because a lot of you little fucking shit talkers are watching, and we're on here saying this is a copy, right? How come I can't see any of your fanboys, how come none of those companies do a video with them sewing? Because they don't fucking sew. Because it's made somewhere else. Some of your fucking big, high profile, 3 and 6 mag, fucking Instagram gun bunnies, you know, the dudes talking shit about chicks. What do you hate, pussy? Because you do the same thing those girls do, except they have fucking titties. You don't even have anything to look at. Those companies, how come you never see any sewing machines? Why? How come you can't fucking get on a live video with the motherfucker that started the company? John Hamilton, welcome to the SOE family, man. Thanks for joining the membership. A lot of casualties in Ukraine even appear to have pristine gear on the corpses. Hardly anybody shows their product being made. It's because they don't make it. Yeah, Trex doesn't like you. Thankfully, internet opinions don't affect my ability to make. Whatever. I think it's cool to watch him shoot. Great, now I need to buy binos. I think the issue with folks, when they see a new product, they automatically imagine what they can do with it rather than appreciate the intent of the product. TNK, sub to TNK, you'll like that dude, man. Cultivate the like button. Vatos. Serio, ese. Thanks, never heard of TNK. Yeah, you'll like them, man. That rig can actually be used for lots of things like work. Yeah, absolutely can. It sure can. Blackhawk, like others, do bare minimum stitching, make more but less quality. So it's not even about the stitching. The problem is the design. On the back panels that they were sewing mag pouches to for subloads, they weren't quilted. There's just some bullshit in the middle, and they just sewed them on. They tack at the top and run down. The pocket is not an actual pocket, right? It's not a pocket before it goes on there. They don't build stuff the way we build stuff. I like the new rig. Keep it light. Pierre, what this is fucking wonderful for, I wore this for 2 hours. I wore this around in Nashville Saturday. Wore this around, drove most of the way to Nashville in it. You don't feel it, man. When you sit in a seat, now you get in some fucking race seats, some Corbu's, some of the high bolster seats, you might feel this. But it's not in your way. In your car, your steering wheel's not gonna fucking touch it, and it's not on your back. And you're way bigger than I am. So, and this also, we can run it in or out. Well, it'll fit. It works in my Cayman seats, but I know my Cayman and my Panamera don't have the bolster that the 911 seats have, probably. When I was a young guy in the Army, I will worship Blackhawk Condor and bet. That's because we didn't know, DJ, right? What did we do when you got in from fucking training or whatever? You'd hit up the exchange, you'd hit up the fucking pro shop, whatever, and what did they sell? That's what they sold. That's exactly why I was curious how 20 round mags would fit. Is Blackhawk even made here? I don't know the answer to that anymore, man. They bought Eagle. They bought Eagle. John Carver sold Eagle. This moves around, right? There's a waist strap on here that's not on this one. It will go on here. I just don't have it on. So John Carver sold Eagle. I think the number was 4.8 million to ATK. And he had a non-compete, so he couldn't start a company making that stuff. So his son started First Spear, and that's Carver's son. John, a couple of years later, started Atlas 46, which was manufacturing nylon gear for tools and shit, right? Good market. There are a lot of dudes doing that now that you have not heard of that are very, very high-end and custom. And if you think tactical gear is expensive, you should look at what these guys are getting for fucking sewing the same shit marketed towards tools. All anyone has to do is put up a piece of SOE givers to whoever. So we would take them, like, you'd always have some smart ass young Marine come in, and it's usually the big guy because they're the dumbest. Not always, but fucking typically the big guy is the dumbest guy. And he'd be like, why would I pay $100? That's what our LBVs that we get $750 for today. We were charging $175. Same fucking rig. So they're like, why should I pay $175 for this when I can get the Blackhawk or the whatever, 2 tables over for $100? Well, those were a zip up vest on mesh, right? I go, because you can't take this rig and we would snap link it onto a pull-up bar, and you get on these 2 pockets and you get on these 2 pockets and have 2 of the biggest fucking Marines doing pull-ups off our mag pouches. I go, you can't do that over there. I go, take any of these magazine pouches here on this table and put your fucking shoe in here and try to rip this apart. I go, they won't even let you fucking try that with that other bullshit. That's why. So sniper school would form up, and every time they'd have sniper school or BRC, or there was a ton of fucking courses, right? Course curriculums. They would show up with those mesh vests, right? And as soon as they'd have these guys prone, and they'd have a shooter, and they'd have a spotter, right? And they would say, okay, you're dead, you're hit, you're hit, you're hit. Spotter partner, grab that drag handle and fucking drag your guy back to the line. They would rip those fucking, not only would they rip the handles off those vests, the handle would rip all the material from those vests. So those guys would come into my shop, and they're like, hey, we want to get this repaired. I'm like, dude, I won't even fucking touch that. You can buy one of these new rigs cheaper than you can buy that. Plus, while you're in sniper school, active on the roster, you got 20% off anything in my shop, and we gave a full $1,200 kit package to honor grad and high shooter every fucking class. Their holster's quality, all anyone has to do is put a piece. Thanks, Great Wolf. I don't know whose holsters we're talking about. Hey John, how does the 8-mag stack rig compare to the Mookie rig? I thought you said before that you didn't like the Mookie rig. The Mookie rig is very, it was made to be at a low price point. We're not making the Mookie rig anymore. The Mookie rig was 4 pockets, 2 mags per pocket. The 8-mag stacked is individual mags. It is much faster. It's dedicated 1 mag, 1 slot right on the face. Pull one, the other one's still 100% secure. You have multiple ways to secure it. You can use Velcro dot retention. You can use bungees over the top. You can fucking probably put Kydex inserts in there if you wanted to at this point. It's a big rig, so I would consider that to be like warfighter rig. It has a lot of real estate. You can put a full-size real medical pouch on the side. You can put smoke. You can put radio, full-size military comms. The whole entire internal is a pocket, so you can organize. You can put different cards inside and organize your multi-tools and different tools and shit. It's just a big rig, as was the Mookie War Light. But the Mookie War Light, you had a lot of mags, but you pull one, then you have to fucking then secure that lid. And both of them will do AK or M4. Not gonna lie, when I was a young guy in the Army, hey John, how does 8-mag? Porsche seats, like a new rig. Tyler Malloy, do you have a Porsche, buddy? Which one you got? I've been there. Didn't know you added the join button. So we have a join button. It's a membership, right? It's $1 a month. Why do I need to give John $1 a month? Well, because you're fucking here every night. So every one of you motherfuckers, if you're fucking watching some shit, you should give everybody $1. But what the membership does is it gets you notifications, and we put up 3 private videos. And the private video, the last private video we put up was 2 hours long. So on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of our dudes jumps on and is like, hey, ask us anything. And then I answer you in detail. Whatever the question is, if I can support it with video, we'll put in video. If it's a product we're talking about, we'll show it to you on Amazon or wherever it is. And typically, I usually just discuss stuff that I have and have used for the most part. But there's a lot of other stuff in there, and we can have a conversation that we can't put up in a forward-facing video because number 1, we'll get banned, or number 2, I just don't want the information out there all the way. So that costs $1. At $5, you get the same thing, but anytime you make a comment, ask a question, you put in your t-shirt size and your last order number, and we send you free shit. We picked 2 people last video. I picked 5 people the video before that. We picked 4 before that, and we send you a free t-shirt and something else. Why do I need your order number? Because fuck you if you haven't been a customer. Not really, but I'm joking, just serious. Because we look at your account and I see what color shit you ordered, and there was a dude that all he ordered was Typhon Red. So we sent him something in Typhon Red in addition to his shirt. Another dude, all he orders is Coyote, so we sent him something in Coyote in addition to his shirt. That's what you get for a $5 membership. Text message stuff worked and let me know you were on. Right on. Right on. Andrea or Andrea? Get the $5 membership. It's worth it. I don't know how it wouldn't be worth it. That $1 a month tells YouTube, hey, I really like this channel. Keep showing me the stuff. Great Wolf. It seems to be working because I know you've messaged me several times and said, hey, that shit's working. I just saw that you were on. And that's good information. You know, you're one of like the only motherfuckers that's ever told me my shit's working and I got the notification. They tell us on the videos. I mean, they're here. John Hamilton, right on. Aaron Kindler, welcome. Corey Blair, welcome. Still digging an NSW. We're going to do you have an NSW rig? Will a dangler work on the low pro if you were to overclose? Pierre, yes. So I have a video. If you look at Instagram or TikTok from Friday night, there's probably a 20-second video right there. You can put the placard on this, remove these, and run H harness with any placard that you have, right? And you can put a dangler on here. Yes, you absolutely can. Strange you ask, I do not, but used Panamera is next up on my purchase list. Been sitting tight. Dude, Tyler, when you're ready, man, talk to, as a Panamera owner, talk to me, talk to Pierre. Buy as new a one as you can get. They change drastically every few years. And with that said, even a 2010, it's going to have Bluetooth. It's going to do a ton of shit that your other cars around those years didn't do. Didn't give me the $5 option at first. Had to back in and upgrade. Weird. Support the creators and companies you like and enjoy. It's more important than ever these days. It really is, GB. It fucking really is. There's a lot of dudes that are still there that you just don't see because you're not a member of them. Is Blackhawk made here? Pierre, that's exactly what I was asking. Okay, I think we've read all of these. Kentucky Sustainable Living, how are you? What else did we do today? I was out. Oh, so I started to tell you. We went to get sheep. We went to Dr. Barry's. It had just rained. And Barry's like, hey, go to this other place, pick up the horse trailer. So we get there, and the horse trailer's like down this fucking hill, through this pasture, under some trees. Like there's no road, right? And I'm like, hey, we're gonna fuck this ground up driving over it. He's like, I'll just go down the farm road, right? And I'm like, there ain't no motherfucking, like, we're off the farm road. So we get the trailer, we're sliding getting down there. We get the trailer hooked up, we get about halfway up, and I'm just fucking spinning and sliding, and it's gonna jackknife the fucking thing. So I have no service. Cody's messaging, we're not getting Barry. He's talking to Amanda. Amanda's relaying back to Doc Barry. He comes out with a Jeep and a winch, gets us winched out. We go and we catch these fucking goats, and or these sheep, and I'm like, I wonder how you get 4 sheep that don't want to be in this trailer. I wonder how you get those in there, right? And I'm thinking, oh, maybe you just shake the bucket and they come to you, right? Maybe he feeds them by hand or something. Nope, it's exactly how you would think. You got to chase these motherfuckers. So Doc Barry's pretty good at getting these things. None of us have ever chased a fucking sheep around. So I just dive and fucking catch this one, and I'm just holding it by the head, and I'm like, somebody grab this fucking thing. I got it on the ground. So we get them here. Yeah, we have a lot of video, Pierre. We have a lot of video. I'll send you some photos right now. Austin cut some out of it. So we get these fucking sheep back here, and we put them in the sheep tractor, which is a pin that rolls, and those fucking sheep aren't in the tractor for fucking 10 seconds, and they get they're out running around somewhere right now. They're in the fence paddock, but they are not in the fucking place where I wanted them to be. Okay, they're not in the place I need them to be. I just sent that, Pierre. Sheep riding shenanigans. These are small sheep right now. 2015, 2016 is where I'm looking, definitely trying to stay under 30,000 miles. You remember, you're going to get what you pay for. And like my friend Pierre likes to say, you can buy a Mercedes that was $120,000. You can buy that car right now for 15, 20 grand, right? You see the welfare mamas do it. Just because that $120,000 car in today's market, 20, 30 years later, costs 10 grand, the fucking brakes still cost $3,500. That's why you see these hood rats rolling around in fucking sports cars and shit, and the tires are fucking, there's sparks coming off because they can't afford rubber. They can't afford any maintenance on these things. Imagine John got the sheep like the painting in Dodgeball. What you guys probably don't realize is I actually have a picture taking the bull by the horns. It is the picture from Dodgeball, and it's been retouched and painted and has my face on it. It's 6 feet tall. Love the membership option. Thanks, Lone Star. Hopefully they aren't off trying to kill themselves. Fuck, I don't think so. They're hair sheep. They're little. They're up there with the 3 dogs. Do you look at what is in everyone's wish list on your website to determine what you're going to build next? Casey, I don't even know how to look at the wish list. I didn't even know we had a wish list on the website, so I can't say nobody's looking at it, but I didn't even know we had a wish list on the website. I guess I'll go look. When you cut the sheep hair, can we get Amanda to make me a scarf? So you don't cut the sheep's hair. These are not shear sheep. These are just wool sheep. So they shed kind of like a dog does. Welcome to Thunderdome, Andrea. But, Pierre, Amanda really wants an alpaca or a llama, and that would make a hell of a scarf. Amanda made a lot of fucking scarves already this year. Especially going to gas station at midnight. Those cars are everywhere. CM. You usually see them at Walmart in the handicap parking space, parked a little crooked, and there's usually a dirty diaper thrown on the ground when she got out. You see it all the fucking time. Just ordered a boatload of sprout seeds and microgreens. Do you grow those? You can totally grow those. You can plant them, or you can sprout them in the jar. Did you see the video we did on it this week? I'll bring a wool sheep in the 911 to drive. You should totally do that. That'd be baller as fuck. You won't do it. Fucking pussy. Not if EBTs aren't working yet. So the EBTs came back on. Amanda had a conversation today at checkout with a lady, a Walmart lady, and she said they did come back on. They got back on today, I believe she said. And she goes, it is baffling how these people act like they fucking hate me, like I turned their EBT off. And she's like, people are up there with $400 shopping carts with fucking steak and shrimp and all kinds of shit in these carts. And she's like, me and my husband, I'm about to turn 60. I'm still working. I work at Walmart, and we eat, you know, minimal stuff because of finances. My husband and I both work still, and these people get fucking money from the state, and they're eating way fucking better. Like they're eating way better, and they're fucking mad at us because their fucking card doesn't work. She's like, we have signs up. Like, you can, there's signs all over this fucking place about it. And it's quality of person, man. It's just the fucking caliber of person. Going to give it a go. Next growing adventure. Right on, right on. Next growing adventure. Sprout it up, man. So the thing with sprouts are much more bioavailable than the actual plant, right? So the especially let's talk about broccoli, right? Broccoli sprouts are full of sulforaphane. So sprout up. You put a tablespoon in that jar, put some water in there, let it soak. I think it's like 8 hours, 6 hours. It'll say on the package. Dump the water out and let it sit there. And then twice you're going to fresh water rinse that. You're going to put fresh water in, and then you're going to dump it out, and you're just going to set it there, right, at an angle. Within a week, it's going to almost fill that jar up full of sprouts. Now take those sprouts, and you can use them tuna fish salad. You can put them on a salad. You can put them in ice cubes. You can put them in smooth, whatever your jam is, right? Fucking put them over your eggs with some salsa. But take those, yeah, Rhonda Kirkpatrick, that's where I'm going with this, GB. Take those and freeze them, right? Take part of them and freeze them. Put them in ice cubes, whatever. When you freeze them, it fractures them at a cellular level, and your body can absorb the sulforaphane at a much greater level. The babies of everything taste better. I agree, Josh. There you go. Throw them in the freezer. Ever seen Rhonda Kirkpatrick? Yeah, she's been on Rogan 7-8 times. She's got a great YouTube channel of her own. She's got social media. Absolutely. They can't pay someone to read the sign for them because their card isn't working. That's true. That's true. The new shirt ordered. Thank you for your order, man. Patrick, thank you. When I switched emails, I lost access to my old SOE account because I forgot the password. Crazy how it was a 2-hour update to the system 3 days ago. Shit happens. I mean, maybe, who knows? I don't care. I don't care. But what I told Amanda, I'm like, you should have told that lady, imagine when society collapses. Those people are in here hostile to you. Imagine how it's going to be when their shit is actually turned off all the way, right? They're going to be coming to your house to take your shit. And Amanda said, yeah, I didn't have that conversation with her. Actionable, right? Can we do anything about it? Did it affect me? It didn't. It didn't. I live in a really good place. If the trash decides to go out and do hood rat, just do shitty stuff, I don't have to fucking take care of them. All the farmers between me and them will fucking kill them. They won't ever make it here. Pierre, thanks for joining that, buddy. Use the Amazon link off the SOE website. Yes, please. Anything, anytime you guys see us do a product and there's an Amazon link, just so you know, everybody, if you ever see anybody like your friend is like, hey, heads up, this little headlamp is on discount. Here it is on Amazon. What they're actually doing, everybody does this. You just don't know it. When you see an Amazon link and you click it, it downloads a cookie. When it downloads the cookie, anything you buy on Amazon in the next 24 hours, if you click my link, it downloads my cookie. If you click Jody Bauckham, it downloads his cookie, right? we get a little piece of that. So that's just another revenue, another income stream. That's what I tell you guys all the time. Every fucking thing in the world is monetizable, right? There are tons of dudes that pay money to watch poop come out of a girl's butthole. Disgusting. There's dudes that just love to watch Asian chicks eat ice cubes, right? Every fucking thing in the world is monetizable. Whatever you're doing in your life, somebody will watch it. And when you have 1,000 people that will watch it, and it doesn't have to be 1,000. I just use this number because it works on a more noticeable scale, right? 1,000 people, can you get them to give you $1? That's $1,000, right? How do you add enough value that they'll give you $5? The average U.S. citizen does not make $5,000 a month. And once you have 1,000 people that haven't feel you are entertaining or valuable educational enough to give you $5, you can now sell branded merchandise, shirts with your logo, hats, coffee cups, right? You can co-brand things. Another revenue source, right? That's a second source of revenue. And then with the Amazon link, that's a third source. And then like EMP shield, right? I sell EMP shields. You guys want to protect your shit from EMP? But John, I can't. How do you know? Well, they'll insure your shit for $25,000 if it gets struck by lightning. That seems like a pretty fucking good deal, even if we don't ever get to test out the EMP, right? You better hope we don't. And they're under 200 bucks, man. They got them for your car. They got them for your side-by-side. We've got them on, I've got 6 more to put in. We've got them on 6 of the panels in the building already. You use my code, capital SOE at EMP Shield, it gets you $50 off. 50 bucks off for you. You know what it also gives me? It gives me $50. I don't know if I'm supposed to be disclosing that, right? I have an affiliate link for Harvest Right freeze fryers. All you guys that are going to buy a Harvest Right because you hear me talk about them all the time, use my affiliate code, man. It gives me some money out of that. You don't like me? It's amazing people watch stuff they don't like. I guarantee you there's somebody on here. It's like, fuck that guy. Find somebody you do like and use their link, because fucking everybody who has a YouTube channel has affiliate links. Those are just examples, right? So take whatever you're doing and start putting videos up. They don't even have to be good videos, right? If anything's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly at first, right? I'll give credit, Billy Bond says that all the time. You know where it came from. Billy got it from Joel Salatin. I believe Joel Salatin is coming to our event, not in October, but the following one. He's coming out to present at our event here. Take whatever you're doing, make videos, put them up. You don't even have to put them up public. You can just keep them private. And then when you have a video that's pretty good, you can put that up there, and that'll be your first one. And once you become comfortable on the internet, you can go back and publish those back videos. Your people will watch them. We get comments all the time on videos that are fucking almost 10 years old right now. You don't make any money on YouTube. When you get on YouTube and you're at a super high level, 1 million views is $4,000. That is not the category we're in. Every single video I put up is partially monetized. We don't make any money on them. Nothing from YouTube do we make. The whole entire time I've been on YouTube, my to-date revenue is $15,000. That's all I've ever made from day one on YouTube. We make money on all the other shit. Aren't there vending machines in Japan, used underwear? There is. And every one of those cam girls will sell you panties that she's pissed through or panties that have been up her asshole. My husband and I just recorded our first podcast for our farm, and he is going to do the video. That's awesome. So the way we did our podcast is we just ran a camera, and we put it up as video podcast, and then we put it up as podcast. And then we use like a really simple syndication. Like I think we used Podseed, and that puts it out to everywhere. So it automatically goes up into iTunes and all of them, right? It goes everywhere. But Andrea, you should use somebody on here. Tell me what I'm thinking of. What's Jack Spirko talking about? There is a new podcast platform that deals in crypto, right? So you as the listener, you get paid a little bit of crypto every time you listen. Fountain, there we go. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Fountain. Check out Fountain app because you can tip. So your people that like you, if I hear you talk about something and I go check it out and I buy a few of them, I'm going to send you a tip. I'm going to appreciate you, right? And imagine how the world would be value for value if I gained information from you and I could just tip you, right? And it just goes into your account and they pay you in Satoshis, which are parts of Bitcoin, right? So it's just, everything gets monetized in that manner. I hate to say it, but most of the guys I used to watch on YouTube that got to the top tier level are new, now total sellouts. They are so scared of pissing off YouTube that they've lost credibility. I don't know about lost credibility, but you definitely see it like with Tim Pool, right? Tim Pool will have a guest on, and he'll start to go, and you're like, oh, Tim's gonna actually fucking say the right shit, right? And then he'll throttle back, and because they do get banned, right? They do. But with that said, they're setting up their own servers. They're on Rumble for their after show. You can kind of get for the masses, right? The 2 million people that watch on YouTube. But then for $5, you can join the after show. You get a membership. It's $5. I don't know if it's per month or per year or what. But then you can see the guests talk and say all the shit they actually want to say that can't be said on YouTube. It's necessary evils, how I look at it. Check out Upside. It's free, and I have gotten $20 back off 2 Phillips. Right on. I keep trying to upgrade my membership. It is grayed out and won't let me do anything. Patrick, I don't know, but somebody on here probably will. In the 60s yet, Ed? I have that app. We'll upload it for sure. And Andrea, drive your people to that, right? Tell them, hey, if you like us, please download this. There's tons of everybody you listen to pretty much will be there, but it helps us more. Everybody knows YouTube is evil, right? Everybody knows Amazon is the devil, but we still use them. So if you're using them, at least use my link so it takes a couple bucks out from their pocket and gives it to us. I watch Demolition Ranch. I like Matt Kirkature's. I like his stuff. I watch Off the Ranch. I don't watch Demolition Ranch, but I watch Off the Ranch. You can see the top of the mountain from here. Tim Pool was super wishy-washy on his video today. Yeah. Yeah. He's freaking wishy-washy on everything. But he had a good point, right? He's like, you don't like my music? They're all up in arms. We're ranked second on the music platforms right now, but they won't give him props for it, right? The mainstream media is kind of talking shit because if they give him props, other people, it will drive eyeballs to him, right? He is building culture. I thought his song, the first time I heard it, I thought it's total shit. With that said, I don't have a fucking song out. I like the ranch better than the demo. I do too. I do too. You have to play by YouTube rules to get the messages out there. Yep. So build your audience there. Hey, did I add value? Did I entertain you? Did I educate you in any manner? Do you want to have the conversation now all the way? For $5, we can do it over at this other place, right? So it's just marketing. It's advertising. What were you going to say about the NSW rigs? We're going to build some NSW rigs. I've been watching Pool since his Vice days. I think he's always been a legit dude. Good. Good. You should definitely put out a song. Did you get my email about the Rallyman vest? Yes, I ignored you. Yeah, I totally ignored you, Corey. I assume it's you. I mean, I only saw one about a Rallyman vest. Real answer, I don't fucking know. As soon as it's done, it'll ship. Unfortunately, I'm the dude fucking sitting there selling them. But you're selling all this other shit. Yeah, I am. You're right, because my girls are going to build this shit. What you guys don't realize is money has to constantly come in the building. Otherwise, we shut down and we don't ship any of the shit that we owe people, right? We just shut it down. So money has to constantly come in the business. And I am the dude that sits here on Saturday and Sunday and every night after everybody's gone, I'm the dude that makes money come in the building. And that's more for anybody else listening, Corey, than it is you. There's Rallyman vests set right over here. They all need back panels and shoulder panels. These are all Rallyman vests. All those piles of shit, that's Rallyman's. These are all placards. I think there's like 18 of these fucking things. Every time I find one, I just stick another one together. Every time we have an event, people tuck shit under here and it never gets untucked. It gets packed under. Charles, what's up, buddy? Panic Prepper album drop. I'm gonna do a rap album. I'm reading to see if we're missing it. I think we got them. You don't have a song out yet. We actually have some songs. We got a lot of shit written. And we know people that make songs. Salty Cracker. Can you see the top of the mountain from there? Go get it. That's why dudes are on my like TikTok and Instagram. And they're like, man, stop using this rap music. I'm not gonna watch your stuff. And I'm like, hey, good news. You're fucking banned. Now you don't have to hear my shit. And you're banned because there's not a button that says fucking kill you. Like, I can't just fucking shock you. If I could fucking make you hold on to a live wire, right, for about an hour while you piss yourself, if that button was on the internet, I would totally use that on those fucking little complainers. Straight out of Homestead. Empty. So there's a dude named Goo. G-O-O, right? G-O-O. Hold on. I was talking to my buddy Mike. Hold on. I was talking to him this morning. Easy Peasy Podcast. If you guys don't know who that is, he's a good dude. You will like him. Goo what it do. Okay? Goo what it do. This is the guy. Black dude. Gardener. And he raps about selling vegetables out of the trap. And he raps about selling vegetables like it's dope, right? Like it's drugs. Fucking, and he's a pretty good rapper. Like, you guys should check him out on Instagram. I invited him to come out. I hit Mike up. I'm like, do you know this dude? He's like, I don't personally know him. I said, hit him up, see if he wants to come out in October. I think Project Kill a Mockingbird, I think he's coming out. I don't think he's performing, but he's coming out and gonna hang out. You guys should check him out. Great Instagram channel. You'll like that dude. Canning green beans for the first time tonight. Awesome. Fucking good for you. What kind of can are you using? Matt has a huge following, but will never address or talk about anything politics when it comes to the Second Amendment rights. He could educate, sway so many people, but chooses not to. I agree. Jason, fucking milk toast. Milk toast. Same with like the Black Rifle guys. I think their videos fucking are hilarious, but I mean there's some seriously weird shit around them dudes. Topher would be awesome, yeah, and the Marine Rapper, and there's fucking 20 of them dudes. Totally want a button to call the dummies. Me too. Matt who? We're talking about Off the Ranch and Demolition Ranch. Matt from there. What's the benefit of split front rigs? Is it just faster to put on? Prone. Laying prone. And the benefit of this rig, right? This is not really it's a split front rig, but it's not quick, right? Buckles would definitely change it. With this rig right here, let's see if I can put this, okay? Why is it not flipping? Okay, with this rig right here, adjust these giant rolls of Velcro behind here. With this rig right here, if this was black, and I have on a black t-shirt, right? If we made this all black, it's matte caricature, isn't it, empty? So all black shirt, throw a fucking button up that's open, or a flannel, or a windbreaker, or whatever. you're not going to see this piece of black Velcro right here. Nobody's going to notice this. They're not going to see it. And now you've got these mags and shit. You're in the car, whatever. Get out at the gas station. Get out, whatever you're doing. Tensions are a little high, but you don't want to fully jock up in armor. It just gives you the ability to have some shit. And it doesn't even have to be mags, man. You can carry some fucking medical. You can carry some radios. A lot of guys use these as covert radio rigs. So you've got your radio, and you run it up to, what are those really shitty Apple earbuds? Earpods? So it looks like you don't have a radio. Nobody sees that. Your antenna's fucking flexy to the side, or a wire or something. This is not on the website. I built this years ago as an add-on to go on some scalable rigs that we have not put out to the public. It's basically the same thing we did for the seals, 20 years ago. It just isn't on armor. So this weekend, I built a few more versions of this to figure out how I wanted to bring it to market. Like this one here, the mags are lower, and then the pistol mags on the front are lower, way too low. This one here worked really well. Pistol mags stopped at the bottom, and then this, I wanted this lower. So that's really what the final is going to be. It's just going to be this version, but lower. And then we've got this real estate right here. So I think I'm going to put loops here so you can put bungees on, and you can carry tourniquets or other things on the backside there. But that's bulk, right? You're getting bulky depending how skinny you are. Cattail antenna, great for max flexibility. Iridium, right on. Where's a good place to get medical supplies for vehicle med bag? Tactical Response, Refuge Medical seems to have a ton of shit that nobody else has. North American Rescue, but why give North American money when you could go straight to Refuge and give Refuge money and probably get the same price, if not a better price. TAC Response sells a full VOC kit. Check, see if they have them in stock. They would love to have your money, and they could definitely use it. Could you ditch the straps and run it as a belly band? Not as it sits, you couldn't. No, not as it sits. Could we make it so you could get some other bullshit on here? Probably. But I mean, Refuge is Bear. Bear, I'm actually, I have a live on Wednesday with Bear. Bear was out here for the last event. I'm not sure if he's coming to SRF this time, but fucking Bear's just a good dude. Refuge Medical Care is awesome. So it's Refuge with a G. I have some VOC kits, yep. There are a couple Bluetooth wireless earbud options for radios that have started coming out for Baofeng and Yaesu radios. Pretty neat. Maybe it would hold a holster. Matt K did a video about putting in an underground shelter at his new mansion. He tried to rip a guy off and get it for free. Just kind of pissed me off. Bama, I watched that video, right? I don't know if that's the case. And the dude saying that Matt tried to get it for free, the Atlas bunker, I think that guy's kind of a fucking turd, man. And I say that wanting an Atlas bunker, but that, like, I don't know. I don't know any of them. I don't know what fucking happened. I know that dude was super pissed because Matt went with the other company. I don't know, man. All we know is the little piece through the lens. Is the rig going to be on is the rig going on the website when you're done with it? So we will build some of these and put them up. I don't think we're going to let you guys just order them. I think we're just going to build them as available. So you're going to hear a ton of people crying about how they can't get them. So get on my text app. I have 3,000 people on my text app. I have 70,000 so on email. We put the text out about 5-10 minutes before the email, and then the email goes out. The way to really get this shit is to be on these videos, and you'll kind of see, you know, hey, I mean, I don't know. Do you think we're gonna build some of these? I mean, 1, 2, 3. There's 2 more for it. Here's another. Hold on. I built this one last night. I built this one this morning. We're gonna build these things. I'm just doing the final details on them. The first few were not adjustable here, right? And when I wore it this weekend, I think I wore this one actually, this weekend. When I wore this, it was really difficult to fucking clip the straps back here. So you can now, making them rip open here, you can get these super tight, and you could even stage it to where if you want it tighter, it could come all the way, but you could tighten the back strap so that you only have partial on here. And then you're gonna have this hook here in the way, right? It's gonna tear your shit up. You're just gonna take another piece of Velcro and cover it. Gotta pass out for tomorrow. Me too, man. I said I was gonna get on here for a minute. I was literally getting on here like for fucking 10 minutes. I had a 90-minute massage earlier, so slept. That's probably the best I sleep all week. Amanda had a massage after that. I just got off the sewing machine, turned this video on. If you're reading this, you are the resistance. Yeah, the longest I've ever seen you stand in one place. But I do this, right? I'm doing this. I'm wearing a small shirt, so I look bigger, right? DP Works USA figured heat stroke or heart attacks would set in with chickens pretty quick. Friends with Refuge Guys, if you are in America, that's a great option. If you're in Canada, I can help you out. SOE Tactical Gear also sells some med supplies. I don't have shit for med supplies. We have compact off med pouches. We have medical insert trays. We have the large IFACs, and I've got vehicle med bags that can ship right now. That inventory should be correct on those. You order that tonight, it will ship to you tomorrow. Jeremy Peck, what's up? You took a shirt from Amanda's side of the closet. Hers are all V-necks. He custom prints a V-neck for her. So I've got some tanks coming. We've got another, this is tonight's, this is the design for tonight. What's on the back of this? I don't even know what's on the back of this. This shirt's online. You order it tonight, it will ship to you tomorrow. You'll be wearing it by the weekend, right? If you see it. It says Special Operations Equipment in the Rifle. Makes the barrel. We have another shirt coming that is a tank, and I've got some baby like onesies coming. 1T, 2T, 3T, 4T, I think. We did a very, very small number of child's onesies that are coming in. I think we'll have them Wednesday maybe. And then we're doing a tank top. Pretty cool. It'll be different than anything we've done in a fucking long, long time. And then I've got a t-shirt coming too, another t-shirt. I have to buy a bunch of tourniquets. Fucking good luck, Pierre. I mean, maybe things have gotten better. Just keep a good eye out for the animals the best you can. I gave the chickens a good mist on a hot day. So we're running super, super high humidity. We were running 105 degrees. I didn't lose any chickens. I've got 300 chickens here. I have Cornish cross meat birds, which are known to have heart attacks, right, when they get bigger. My birds are way past slaughter. We should have slaughtered them weeks ago. They are fucking enormous. When I take the tin off and dump feed in there, they fly up like they will fuck you up. We haven't had any of them. We had one die like months ago. But when it's been hot, we haven't lost any birds. I'm not misting. They all have the ability to have shade. And I've probably got close to 300 chickens here right now running. You are going to have a great harvest. Oh, the birds. So they're too big right now, right? And they're so big that they fly around and spaz out. So you'll get that green meat, right? You'll get that woody meat, that fucking blood in there that makes a green bruise in the meat. But what we'll do with these, because I have 72 birds in the freezer already, what we'll do with these birds is these birds will go to dog food. We'll use them for dog food. They would make great like dumplings too. Bama Dad, time to start choking your chickens. You are absolutely, I'm really good at raising meat. I am terrible about the execution and processing of meat. Good for the dog. So we have 4 dogs here. I have 2 Great Pyrenees and I have 2 Kangles. My 16-month-old Kangle is probably 165, 170 pounds maybe. My dogs eat almost exclusively raw. I've got 100 rabbits right now. I've probably got 60 rabbits on grass. And what I mean by that is I have breeders in elevated cages. And we take the bunnies at 4 weeks and we put them in cages, which are rabbit tractors. And what are you doing, Spaz? Oh, the other cat's up there. And we put them on grass. And by putting them on grass, it's not just grass. Every time we move them, we overseed. We don't have to anymore, but we overseed with DP Works. We overseed them with red clover, white clover, deer forage, a lot of other shit, right? So they're eating not just fucking non-nutrition, like they're not eating just fescue. They're eating a lot of different stuff. So as we drag them over, they eat the green off the ground, and it cuts my pelletized feed by half. I don't give them nearly as much feed. This cat here, can you see it? It's sneezing. It's been to the vet. The vet's like, oh, give it this antihistamine or whatever. The cat has allergies, or it's always got like green snot coming out of its nose. It's super, look at its eyes watering, poor thing. It's super friendly though. Like that cat always wants to just fucking sit and snuggle and shit. Is it coming out? Yeah, see, it's coming out his nose. Do you ever have to worry about your cats scratching or pissing on building material? No. We fix them. Like these cats will get their nuts chopped here pretty soon. No, all the cats, and those cats will actually go outside. They won't be in here much longer, but they will also get their nuts chopped. So no spray. Jumping off. Hey man, have a good night. Dive stream. I am getting up at 4:30 in the morning. Feline herpes? Is that a real thing? I don't know. I believe John said they're using metal key rings. So they're metal key rings because they're captive, right? Is what I've got on these. Just because that's what I put on them. But you could put a piece of repair buckle in here and use 1-inch straps. You could probably also use G-hooks. I just feel like the G-hooks always come out when you bend or move. 15 milligrams amoxicillin with some milk. So, Johnny, they gave it amoxicillin. It had a course of amoxicillin, and it went away, and then it just fucking came back. It's been to the vet twice. Perma Pastures, what's up, man? What's up? Dude, we got rain today. We got rain tomorrow. The swales, the veg on the swales is probably 24, 30 inches tall. Sinus infection. I've got to do my chickens. I also should have turned in new flock. Screwed, that's up this year. Do the rabbits have the same effect on the grass as chickens? They do. They piss and shit all over it, and I'll move them twice a day, right? So that it's not so detrimental on the ground. But the next day it'll all be yellowed out and dead, and on the 5th day it'll start greening up. It'll have new growth, and on day 30, it's like 10 shades of green brighter. Stormed right on. So, Billy, we went to get hair sheep today. I didn't know how we were going to catch them, so we ended up having to like football tackle these sheep. I got 4 of them. We put them in the tractor. They were in the tractor for about 10 seconds, and they crawled under the damn tractor. So they're contained in the fence, but there's 4 little sheep running around doing whatever they want to do. There's not really, I mean, I guess they could damage all the fruit trees out there. They could probably eat the pumpkin vines. I don't know that they will. Not a big deal. But that tractor we have, we're going to have to put something lower So my simple fix, my temporary fix, I think, is just take other cattle panels and put them just a couple inches off the ground and zip tie them with heavy zip ties so that it's like another skirt underneath, and I think that'll contain them. Coming from California, how was the culture shock? Not at all. No culture shock whatsoever. Obviously, no good Mexican food. No good Mexican food. Land, you'll love living out here. If you want to see California, go to Nashville. It's like the same shopping mall developers built the same shopping malls with all the same stores in them. There's really good food in Nashville. You could go to Memphis. Like within 90 minutes of where we are, we go almost every weekend and have sushi. I can go four or five different directions and get good sushi. No culture shock. Nobody has any urgency here. But that was kind of the same way. You just had more labor pool to hire from in San Diego, where we came from. No one has urgency here. There's nobody in a hurry to do anything. My people are good, but I mean, we've gone through fucking hundreds of them to get the ones we have. But just know, like, if you're going to use a contractor to build your shit, they're probably not going to start it for 3 years. So a lot of people sold their California, New York homes 2-3 times over value, moved out here, bought, you know, a lot of property compared to what they had, and then got here and a contractor couldn't build their shit out. So they're living in, you know, their camper that they bought and moved out here with, and then they're adding like tiny homes and sheds and stuff. Curious about the members only video to put out. Will YouTube monitor those and shut them down? I don't know. They haven't so far. It's typically just unmonetizing them. Refuge Medical is good stuff. Yeah, Refuge is good. Electricity. Just turned in. Did I hear you say you got sheep? I did. I got 4 St. Croix sheep. 4 St. Croix from Dr. Barry. I have 3 little ewes who have all been exposed to male. The male was breeding them while we were fucking grabbing them today. And then I got a little ram. So I've got 1 boy, 3 girls. I have a 10 by 20 on wheel pen. So we're using them for rotational grazing, like mob grazing, mobilization grazing. And we're gonna just, I'm building soil, building grass. That's why I got sheep. Disruptive, what's up, man? Bullseye Farm, what's up? I seen that in Utah versus Vegas, we could build it, use it, and demolish it by the time Utah guys do an inspection. Sharing on Facebook, share where you can, ladies. DP Works, thank you, man. Refuge, yeah, Refuge is Bear, guys. If you don't know Bear Independent, you should check that out. I talked to Bear. I talked to him today. I get to call Bear a friend. Like, I know him in real life. Bear, when you meet Bear, is exactly like he is in the videos. So check out Bear Independent. He does a morning brief a few times a week. Good information compiled in one place. And I have a live feed. If you want to ask Bear questions, you want to ask me or Nicole questions, Wednesday at 12:30 we will be on YouTube Live. Pierre, see you, buddy. See you Friday. We're going to write you into the script for Panic Prepper. So you better get your SAG card. You'll have the option to add money to my SOE account to save for future stuff. I don't think so. I don't think so. Store credit button, but I like that. Was just for gift cards. No, you can use, so there's a store credit thing. I think we have an app on there where you can do buy now, pay later, but it's through a third party. And a lot of people use it. How many rabbits should someone start out with? I want to get started with them for fertilization. The more rabbits you have, the more poop they make. And I have way too many rabbits. I have probably 30 rabbits up pooping in just rows underneath the cages, and those are the breeders. Why don't you start with 3? Just to start with. 3 is going to mean 3 cages, 3 feeders, 3 water systems. Just start with 3. It's totally manageable. I use sawhorses. You could build frames and all kinds of stuff. I use sawhorses, and I put 2x4s across. And the 2x4s will bend and bow, but the 2x4s work pretty well. You could also do 4x4s if you want to. I use cages. KW Cages is the nicest cage. If you search rabbit on Marketplace and Craigslist, you'll probably find somebody local. If you can get vinyl covered cages, man, they're just way nicer to maintain. They don't rust. I buy cages for like 35 bucks from Tractor Supply, and they look like they're black vinyl. They're not. They're just painted. And within a year of rabbit, because rabbits piss. Rabbits are disgusting. If you have 2 males, they will back up and piss all over each other 10 feet away. The rabbit can piss like 10 feet. And they'll piss on the girls next to them too. They'll just mark them as their territory. So that piss will eat the paint off of cages. Doesn't really matter. It just doesn't look nice, right? You get 5 years out of them cages. So the fast, quick way to do it is Tractor Supply cages. And then get you a DeWalt hog ring plier set. It's loaded. You don't have to put the rings in one at a time. They come on strips like a staple gun does. And use that to secure the cage together. Because the way they clip together, they don't stay clipped together. You need to hog ring them. And it works great. But I'd say just get you 1 New Zealand or California male, get you a buck, and get you 2 females. And you can scale that into a ton of shit you can breed those females to that male today, and in 30 days they will have babies, and then you can take and keep making rabbits. But bring in some other stock, right? So if you get 3, try to get 2 more later. If you decide you want more, try to get them from a different breeder. And at that point, bring in a second buck. So I have 3 bucks right now, and I have probably 30 or so females in cages, and then I've got extra rabbits in cages together also. We have a lot of rabbits. Hog ring, great tip. I learned something. Bullseye, man. I cannot tell you. When you see a tool and you have like high hopes for it, you're like, man, this is really going to do exactly what I want. And then you get it, and it kind of falls short. The DeWalt hog ring plier set does every single thing you thought it was going to do. Like, every time you use that tool, you'll be like, man, this tool is so perfect. And you can get it right on Amazon. It will come with a couple extra cartridges of hog rings, and it just works so amazingly well. Do you still have Bugs? I do have Bugs. I have him. He's running around. He has not been such an asshole. There's a couple of other rabbits out there with him. And you'll come out there, and you'll see a rabbit run, and then all of a sudden there'll be 4 more rabbits. They run around in a pack. It's like a rabbit gang. They probably got little switchblades and shit. Rabbit poop makes awesome compost and fertilizer that you can put right on your plants. It does, and that's what we do. The rabbit poop is more valuable than the rabbit is to me. We do wheelbarrows of rabbit shit, and you can also take that, put it in a bucket with some water, and put a fish aquarium pump so that it's bubbling at the bottom, and let that shit steep for a couple weeks, and then take it and put it in a sprayer, and you can foliar feed your plants. It will absorb straight through the leaves. On a hot day, right as the sun's about to come off of the plant or the sun's about to go over the horizon, spray those plants, and those leaves will suck and super fertilize through the leaves. It'll pull all that nutrient into your plants. But John, it's spinach, and I'm going to eat that. I don't want it. No problem. Just water it on the ground. Just put it through an irrigation system, or just use a hand water pitcher and put that stuff on. It is like fertilizer on steroids. I ask as I check my timers, do you even need drippers or irrigation where you're at? We do, man, we do. We've had 100, 105 degree temps, and I grow in raised beds. So this summer, and 105 degrees is really hot here. 95 degrees is really hot here. So I was running hoses as the sun would go down because we planted like 30 so trees, fruit trees, at the worst time of planting, right? So we really had to baby these things to get them through the summer. So I was watering a lot. But I do most of my veggies in raised bed gardens. So the temperature is considerably hotter, and, and raised beds don't hold moisture as well. So yeah, I actually do water. Do you have sheep mineral? Permapastures. I do not. I just put some in the cart, and I am ordering sheep mineral off Amazon. Doc Barry said, hey, get a thing of this, so that's what I was doing. Just buy the store credit, gift cards, no approval needed, Amanda says. Jason S., I'm out, people, right on. Okay, do I have to wear a dress again? All right, guys, listen, I'm out. Billy, can't wait to see you guys. Tell Michelle we're really looking forward to meeting her. And everybody else, thanks for talking tonight, man. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to film a ton of stuff on Friday, as well as private videos. There's probably a couple more private videos going up this week. So you guys that join the membership tonight, you'll start seeing notifications for stuff you haven't seen before because you're in the membership. And I'm going to go to bed. Well, probably not, but I'm going to head towards bed. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Also, I put some videos up, some clips and stuff on TikTok and Instagram today. So check those out and leave some comments. You'll also see those new rigs. There's several video clips and posts of them from the weekend. DP works. Good night, Jimmy. Good night. Josh, if you're still on here. I don't see mine. Josh, if you're still on here, we'll talk soon, buddy.